Why? It's 3 a.m. Who could possibly be at the door? Oh, hell no. I'm not awake enough to deal with this nonsense. You need to leave. Get back into your car and go. What do you mean you got dropped off here by an Uber? Get another one. You getting dropped off by an Uber tells me you meant to stick around. But that's not happening. You don't deserve my hospitality after what you did to me. Now, get lost. At what point in time did you decide that talking about us was appropriate, that you had to do it at 3 a.m. on my doorstep? You had your chance to talk, but you decided to keep me in the dark instead. You broke up with me, told me you weren't cut out for this, and you never elaborated beyond that. I was the one left out in the cold, confused, worried, and scared for you and I both. And don't forget that when I tried to explain my concerns over us, you cut me off. I no longer have the means to send you a single message online even. You gave up on us, and you didn't even hear me out. The most I have now is your address, but I never sent you a letter or showed up out of respect, and quite frankly, there is no interest on my part to do so. So for you to show up here, you must have some nerve. You've lost your mind if you think I'm going to entertain this conversation. If you couldn't see what I was worth, then that's on you. The time for talking is over and done with. Now, leave. So you've changed. You expect me to believe that? Fine. I can hear you out. Go to the living room and say your piece. I don't want the rain blowing into my house anymore. Now, sit down and explain yourself. No, realizing you made a mistake is not changing. That's just facing the facts. You know damn well that I'm a catch, but you let me go. You threw this opportunity away. You decided you did not want me anymore. You chose to be miserable and to break my heart. You gave up on the most easy relationship you would ever have in your entire life. You're well aware that a lot of women would have killed to be in your position. It was you that I wanted, and I would always reassure you that you were the one for me. I gave you no reason to be concerned or to feel jealous either. In the end, you decided to take me for granted and throw me away. Now, prove to me that you've changed, or you can find yourself out that door as quickly as you came inside. So you've made friends, you say? That means nothing to me. Congratulations on being more social, but all that tells me is that you're filling the void of us with surface-level friendships. You broke our bond for new people that don't give a single damn over you. You know that each and every single one of those friends are looking to take advantage of you. Don't think for one second that I did not notice either. I saw how you talked to people while we were together, and I know you talk to them the same way since we've broken up. You don't know how to talk to people. You talk through everyone you ever talk to. But you made an exception for me until you called it quits. Hell, you talking to me on a deeper level comparatively is what got us in this situation in the first place. You're terrified of me knowing who the real you is, and yet you're the dummy that decided you wanted to be in a relationship with me. Did you not realize that I was gonna have to know more than your name? What the hell did you think was involved in a relationship anyways? It's more than just kisses and I love yous. It's a commitment and a mutual love pact between two people that care for one another. And you learn how the two of you operate on a much deeper level. It's basic chemistry, you know. Finding compatibility and learning new things about one another that nobody will ever know. Ugh. Don't try and tell me you know what friendships are like if you can't even have a stable friendship and relationship with me. Those little conversations you have with your friends go nowhere. You know damn well your new friendships are superficial and a waste of time. I'm not stupid, and I can see through your little charades. I know you a lot better than you give me credit for, and you know that I'm not wrong about this either. Now, it's time to prove to me that you've changed. No more games, no more bullshit. What's wrong? That got your tongue? Look, in case you forgot, I went through a lot before I took my chance on you and said yes to your confession. I shut my heart away for years on end because I've been put through so much hell from other women. I told you all of my insecurities, but you acted upon all of my worries and weaponized my fears against me. You said this would not be a game, and yet you treated me like a toy and tossed me away when you had your fill. Was it worth it? Did you have your fun? You ruined everything between us, and now you want to fix it? How could you be so insensitive to my feelings? It pisses me off knowing that between you and I, the only person that was hurt ended up being me. Do you know how long I spent awake at night, asking myself what I did wrong, what I didn't do for you, and what I could have done better? I wasn't a perfect boyfriend, but you can't say I didn't try to be one. I was everything you wanted, and yet that still wasn't good enough for you. I'm so incredibly frustrated with you that I just can't even begin to wonder why you thought this was a good idea. You infuriate me so damn much, I swear. I hate to admit it, but I cried so many tears over you, and I cried myself to sleep more nights than you could ever imagine. I can't even begin to tell you how much I've spiraled downwards and out of control. I lost my mind over you, and sometimes I feel like I'm still losing my grip on reality to this day. I didn't ask for much from you either. I just wanted your love and attention when you weren't busy. You meant everything to me. But when you left, you took my love for you away, without my permission. I didn't want to believe that we split up. But you and I both know that's what ended up happening. I called you my everything, and knew in my heart that you were the one for me. But now, the only things that remain inside my heart is my anger and all of my sorrow. No, I couldn't ever regret dating you. I know that you regret dating me, but I could never be heartless and admit to it like you did. I won't even call you my worst girlfriend either. Like I said, the women from my past treated me like dirt, but you did not even try to be a girlfriend. It'd be unfair to even compare you to them, because unlike you, they tried. You ran away at the slightest hint of trouble that you caused. That's something a child would do. You got drunk and made me worried sick more than I was comfortable with. You couldn't even look me in the eyes and tell me the whole truth about you and I when I asked. You pretended like everything was fine and dandy when it wasn't, and you couldn't even tell me the truth before it became this bad. You only thought of yourself, and now I'm the one paying the price. I get to have a broken heart, and you get to run away with no consequences whatsoever. You're having fun with your stupid fake friends, but I hope you remember the damage you caused. And you successfully painted me as the villain in this story, in front of everyone that knew about us, when you know that I did nothing wrong. And now, everyone has the incorrect impression of me. All of this. And you had the nerve to tell me you loved me before I could admit to my love for you. Had you not said those 3 words, maybe, just maybe, this would not have been so hard on me. I'm a sucker for romance. Damn, did I get suckered in by you. Your confession meant everything to me. And here I am realizing all too late that you never meant it. And the worst part is, every time you told me that you loved me was a lie too, wasn't it? So again, for you to show up unannounced, uninvited, and so late at night is just unfair to me. I didn't want us to break up. I promised you the only way we would end is if you pulled the trigger. And you did not hesitate to shoot me in the heart. I loved you, and part of me still does. But you only loved the idea of me, and that's just wrong. How can you sit there and tell me you want me back when you haven't even tried to make amends? Why? Why would you do this now when I'm trying to close my heart off again and just exist in my own corner of the world? You're so incredibly cruel to me. I should make you beg and fight for me to take you back. But you coming here was an attempt at reconciliation. And as such, I want to give you another chance. I don't hate you. I couldn't ever hate you. But I hate what you did to me. Look, I told you the key pillars of a successful relationship before, and I'll tell them to you again. Honesty, trust, loyalty, respect, communication, and love. These 6 concepts are all it takes to make this work out between the 2 of us. If you value me as your beloved, you will remember these values well, as if your life depended on it. No, that's not a subtle threat. I'm being serious. If you really want to make this work out again, you need to keep all of those in mind. Promise me that you can do this. It's the least you can do if you want to have another go at a relationship with me. You made the promise once before, so you can make it again. Please. So you do want me after all, huh? I'm sure it wasn't so hard to piece together. Factually speaking, as a couple, we look so good together. I'd say we look better than any other couple out there. And I mean it too. You're my favorite piece of arm candy. And I'm proud to showcase you to the world. Whether you like it or not, I want the whole universe to see who I chose as my special someone. And look, I know I unloaded a lot onto you just now, but I'm sure you now understand. I'm sorry I had to be so mean just now. But I told you that I would always be honest about how I feel towards you. These are the feelings I developed after you refused to hear me out. All of my frustrations finally boiled over to this point. So, with that in mind, I'm always going to tell you the full truth, and I'm not going to tell you a single lie. It's tough love, baby. Just know that no matter what, I do what I do and say what I say towards you, out of love. Oh, and yeah, I said it earlier before, but I do still love you. Don't forget it either. There will be plenty of time to love you from here on out, but I think we have this all under control now. Well then, let's get you out of those wet clothes and onto my bed. I think it's time for the 2 of us to get warm under the blanket. We have a lot of catching up to do, and I think we can start things off with a kiss.